Good evening. The main news from our region today, and hundreds of people have taken part in a series of protests about the government's support of bombing terrorist groups in Syria. The Prime Minister made clear his support for action in the House of Commons on Thursday. Demonstrations took place in 6 locations across West and South Yorkshire. Mark Ansell has the details.
They could start by ending the arms sales to most reactionary and authoritarian regimes in the region.
Their message in Sheffield was loud and clear: no to bombing Syria. Earlier this week, the Prime Minister made the case for strikes on Islamic State militants following the terrorist attacks in Paris.
I can't stand here and say we're safe from all these threats. We're not. I can't stand here either and say that we will remove the threat through the action that we take. But do I stand here with advice behind me that taking action will degrade and reduce that threat over time? Absolutely. And I've examined my conscience, and that's what it's telling me.
But some are not convinced, including a couple just married at Sheffield Town Hall who joined the protest.
It will make things worse. It will actually, as we've seen before, give more support for ISIS. You know, when bombs are dropping on your head, you're going to blame the people dropping them. You're not going to look to the real reasons.
It's not just here in Sheffield where demos have been taking place against bombing in Syria. There have also been protests across Yorkshire, in Bradford, Huddersfield, Doncaster, Hebden Bridge and in Leeds.
What we need to is cut them off economically, end the civil war and try and bring peace to the region, not escalate further violence.
We saw the images of the French civilians getting slaughtered on the streets of Paris, and we really worry that the reaction to that is going to be more slaughter of innocent civilians and more children dying, more people having their homes and lives and businesses destroyed.
A House of Commons vote authorising bombing could take place next week. Meanwhile, this weekend, Yorkshire's MPs are likely to be agonising over which way they'd vote. Mark Ansell, BBC Look North.